This is Making Healthy Choices, proudly serving your family with professional health solutions for more than 20 years. And now, here's your host, Drew Summerall.
Hello and welcome to Making Healthy Choices across the LaCie Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Drew Summerall. I'm joined by our very own Dr. Rodrigo Rodriguez of the International BioCare Hospital. And Doctor, I want to start today with, we live in a time and place where we've mapped the genome, we know a whole lot about DNA. So now we kind of know that every single person has what we might call a genetic predisposition. But does that necessarily mean that our fate is written in stone as far as our health over a sustained period?
That's a great question because, yes, many people would assume that. They say, well, it's in my genes. This problem was in my family and there's nothing I can do about it, etc. No, that's absolutely false. Because one thing that people have to understand is that your genes are actually, we always have pro genes and against genes. And what we have to do is we have to make them work in our behalf. So, in other words, if you have a bad gene, but your environment is very good, your nutrition is very good, your health condition is very good, you're going to turn it off. And more importantly, when you have your children, that off gene is going to be transferred as an off gene. So you're helping also those that come after you. But the contrary, if you have fairly good genes, but you abuse yourself and smoke and do drinking or drugs or do a lot of things and very bad nutrition, you're going to get them on. And even if they're fairly mild genes, they're going to come strong on you and they're going to give you a lot of health problems. So the fact that you have bad genes doesn't mean that it's written in stone, as you said. It's that you have to work twice as much.
Well, what are some of the chronic diseases that we see that are fairly rampant, things like cancer or maybe even Alzheimer's? Can these be prevented and how can they be prevented?
Well, a very good example of what we're talking about is diabetes. Many people listening to us or watching us can tell that diabetes was not in their family, but now I have diabetes. You see, and the biggest problem is if I have diabetes, chances are I'm going to be able to pass that on to the next generation. And that is because some of the genes that you don't want active became active. And that happened because of things we did. In other words, what we have to do is we have to watch exactly how we're working so we don't pass those genes to other generation and we don't activate them on us. The contrary, we're going to favor those genes that are working on our behalf with good nutrition, with good minerals, with good vitamins, with everything, with exercise. All these good things are good because they're good. I mean, there's not any mystery behind them. There's not any magic behind them. This is what God created us for, to be nourished, to be active, to do the things we love, not to get poisons and toxins into our body. So when we do it right, we are really going to get the benefit of a healthier body that will not only be healthier, but is going to pass it on to the next generation.
And of course, here at Making Healthy Choices, we believe in hope for healing through supplementation. And the product we want to talk about today is our mineral concentrate product. Why is this a good building block toward creating wellness?
Okay. You say we're here to talk about, we believe in hope, we believe in healing. Well, it's very simple. What we have to understand also is that if we provide the body with what the body needs, and in this case we're talking about minerals, then those minerals are going to do their job inside the body by helping a lot of reactions, a lot of good things, good metabolic things inside the body. And when we do that, then we are going to be healthier because we're going to promote a better metabolic condition.
And there's going to be a number throughout the program, 1-800-965-2345, or our website, mhclife.com, that you can go and order this fantastic product. First, we want to hear from Roberta and the experience she had while supplementing with mineral concentrate. Let's take a look.
Before I started taking this new mineral concentrate, I had these bumps in my hand from one side of my hand down to the other, down to my finger and this way, and it's in both hands. It was in both hands, and since I have started taking this, I noticed about probably a month, 6 weeks after I started taking this started to go away. I never had taken anything before, and I was skeptical, and I wondered about being alert. And this has really made me very alert. I'm much more alert than I was before I started taking it. It has made a great change in me, in my ability to think, to act. You know, I'm quicker. My actions are quicker. I even hear better. So I love it. You know, I will continue to take it. Mineral concentrate has improved my whole being. It has improved my hearing, it has improved my mobility, it has improved my health. I'm thankful for it.
And Dr. Roberta is such a great example of, it really is never too late to start supplementing. You can start supplementing when you're young or when you're maybe a little older.
Well, this is an absolute true, because I could ask people, when is a good time to start doing things right? Always, okay? The fact that you did something wrong in your life doesn't mean I'm going to constantly do it, because I'm going to be paying a higher price the longer I go with those bad habits. So if I want to be healthy and I want to turn things around, then it's the time to supplement. Now, why one of my favorite ones is mineral concentrate to start? For several reasons. Number one, minerals are the #1 deficiency in America. So chances are we are depleted on minerals. And this depletion is going to mean a lot of problems in our body, because minerals spark life, spark energy, spark all these things. We're going to be drowsy, we're going to be tired, we're going to be crashing by the middle of the day, and we're not going to feel good at all. So that's one of the reasons. The other one is going to help to detoxify, is going to help to a lot of things to work well, like vitamins and so forth. So when is a good time to start? Immediately. What is the other good reason to start with mineral concentrate? Because it's very simple, it's very easy to do, and it's inexpensive. So if you want to start, and you should start today, this is the perfect way to start. Hopefully, you're going to start feeling the effects of all of this, and that will bring you into other supplements and other things you can do for your life that are going to change your life for better.
And Doctor, we heard Roberta talked about some of the bumps on her hand. Modern medicine has taught us that a lot of disease starts with inflammation. What is inflammation, and where does it come from?
Well, inflammation is the disease of our day. Actually, it is considered that 7 out of every 10 people, and listen this very well, 7 out of 10 are going to die because of chronic inflammatory disease, or as a consequence of it. What are those chronic inflammatory diseases? Well, those are very simple. Are all those diseases that we have, that we go to the doctor, and the doctor tells you, you have to take this, and then you say for how long, and they say for the rest of your life, because I'm not going to cure you, I'm going to control it. That's high blood pressure, that is heart disease, that's Alzheimer's, that is cancer, that is diabetes. 7 out of 10 of us are going to die of any of those. And all of those are preventable diseases. We can prevent them, or we can postpone it for years in our life. So what we have to do is we have to start learning about healthier living and supplementation. And if we learn about it, we're going to be changing the inner self, and we're going to be a better functional person, a person that's going to cope with all the challenges that life brings you, and you're going to be very happy that you listen to us today.
And you can start that journey by supplementing with our mineral concentrate product. It's only $29.95, and if you order right now, shipping is absolutely free. You can order that at our website, mhclife.com, or of course by calling 1-800-965-2345. So don't put it off. Go to the phone right now, but we have a lot more coming after this.
Do you sometimes wonder what life would be like if you had the energy to do those extra things you want to do but just can't? Maybe it's to go for a walk after dinner or spend your Saturdays playing with your kids. If you're tired all the time and have decided that you just always will be, guess what? You don't have to be. With Mineral Concentrate from Making Healthy Choices, this fulvic acid electrolyte mineral formula promotes maximum cell function while sparking your body's electrical conductivity. What does that mean? Well, most people say they've never felt better. The best part is it's only $29.95. And if you call now, we'll even pay to ship it to you. So dial 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. This electrolyte formula promotes dependable, solid energy day in and day out. So call the number on the screen. Do it for your spouse, your kids, your friends, and most of all, do it for you. Call 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. It's time for life.
Hey, we got a great, easy, simple spring roll, Asian spring roll today. We got some raw shrimp here. We have a red bell pepper and some cucumber. Got some cilantro. Gonna use some lime, the zest and the juice can be really good. Avocado. We're gonna take all of this and make ourselves a real vibrant, healthy, great dish. Really simple. First thing I wanna do is get our shrimp cooking. Drop it down in my medium temperature water on medium, and I'm gonna put in a couple tablespoons of sugar in there just for a little sweetness. One thing about your cucumbers and any of your other vegetables, you want to make sure that you wash them all when you get them home. These have a waxy film on them. These have been touched by everybody else. You just want to make sure you clean them. Even your avocados here you want to wash, because even though we're going to be eating the inside, you don't want any contamination on the outside taking it into the inside. So we have a zester. The only tools you're going to need is a zester, a peeler, and your favorite knife. So we're just going to get going on the cucumber. We're just going to peel that. You don't have to peel it. I've washed it. I just like to peel off of there in this dish because that rice paper we're going to be using is really soft, and I don't want to have too much of a hard crunch going on in there. Our shrimp's cooking, like I said, on medium. That way we don't want to cook it too fast and make it hard. You always want to buy your shrimp raw. This gives you a flavor profile of your own. This one we did a little, just a couple tablespoons of sugar, and that's going to give us a little sweetness. But if you buy it cooked and you read the label, you probably have a preservative in there, and it's going to taste like the freezer, and that's not what you want. So we've got enough of those. I don't have to show you how to cut up the whole pepper. Get to our avocado. I'm going to cut into the seed and roll it around gently. Just pull that out. There's your seed in there. I like to cut these at least a couple times. They have little tools. You can use a spoon to scoop it. I just like using the back of the knife. Comes right out. So we're going to pick all our parts out of here. We have some cilantro. If you don't like that, cilantro, I like putting basil in there sometimes. There's even some mint. Our rice paper, we're going to have to soak in some lukewarm water. Takes a couple minutes. So we're going to lay those in there. I'll get this one soaking. Okay, now our shrimp's done, and it'll cool down for you fairly rapidly. If you do a lot, go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. Get it cooled down. So we're going to take one of these out. It's just starting firm. Just a little firm feeling on there, not a lot. It's vibrant, it's fresh, it's really, really good. You'll make these and then you'll wonder why you haven't made them before, and you'll be making them a lot more. Lay those down. You got carrots in there. Roll that one up. All right. Okay, so we got a couple of those done. As I've said, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh everything at your store, your marketplace. Make sure you wash it. Make your right choice, healthy choices here by getting non-preservative foods. All fresh, ready to go. For this recipe and more, go to mhclife.com.
And just like Randy said, you can check out that recipe and more at our website, mhclife.com. And Doctor, he mentioned looking at the labels. There's a lot of things that most of us know that we should try to avoid looking at the label. One of those things that's become kind of popular lately, even with people saying they're allergic to it or have an intolerance, is gluten. What exactly is gluten, and should we avoid it?
Well, you know what? One of the problems that we're watching is not a disease, but it's a real problem, is that people are getting more and more intolerant to something, to lactose, to gluten, to all these things. And what this really means is that the health of our bowel is just not there. We don't have the quality of bowel we should have because we're doing several or a couple of bad things. One of them is we are not eating enough fiber. Where's fiber? Vegetables and fruits. And we take antibiotics frequently. If you go to the doctor, you're likely to get an antibiotic for anything, for acne, for diarrhea, for a flu, for whatever. So you're getting them constantly, and this ruins your intestinal flora. So once you start getting all these problems, yes, then you have to avoid certain things. But rather than reading labels, I tell people, okay, if you are gluten intolerant, don't take wheat. It's that simple. There are so many more things that you could eat instead, and rather than looking for a gluten-free something. Well, if you have fresh, natural foods, unless you have wheat, you're safe. You're not going to have any of these. Now, when you get to that point, it's very important to review the health of your colon. So by taking probiotics and making fermented foods, what's a fermented food? Like sauerkraut. It's a very good example. Kimchi, not everybody likes them, but those are fermented foods that can also be very helpful to you. So fiber is the key word for health.
And a popular thing today that maybe celebrities do and other people talk about is to combat some of these irritable bowel or so forth, is to go through some sort of cleanse, maybe a juice cleanse. Is this something that people should consider?
Well, when you do some sort of a fast, and remember this is something that 100 years ago, doctors used to do it frequently. I mean, if you had some sort of a problem, some of a health problem, they would give you very little food, if any, probably just water, teas, and that type of thing for a few hours to a day. And yes, it can be convenient, but I always tell people, if you want to do that, which could be advisable, is stay home. Don't go anywhere. Don't do any exertive work because you might feel dizzy, you might feel weak. But if you stay home and you relax and you just take your tea or juices or fresh fruit for a whole day, you're going to feel absolutely fantastic. And you can do it once a month or every time you feel like you need it. People learn to know when they need it, and it can be very good. But stay home when you do it.
And supplementation is also a very important part of getting our system back on track. And the cornerstone product for us here at Making Healthy Choices is our mineral concentrate product. You can order that by calling 1-800-965-2345 or by going online at mhclife.com, where we have a full line of products you can find along with our mineral concentrate product. Right now, let's hear what Dave had to say when he supplemented with mineral concentrate.
The greatest thing about mineral concentrate is it truly is a concentrate. I take 1 dropper full in the morning. That's all I take. I don't take anything else. I stopped thinking about how old I was and started thinking about the future again. I've got a lot of life ahead of me, and as long as I'm taking the mineral concentrate, I know I'm going to be filling it up with lots of activities. To me, this product is the one product that you can take that I would recommend it to anybody.
Do you sometimes wonder what life would be like if you had the energy to do those extra things you want to do but just can't? Maybe it's to go for a walk after dinner or spend your Saturdays playing with your kids. If you're tired all the time and have decided that you just always will be, guess what? You don't have to be. With mineral concentrate from Making Healthy Choices, this fulvic acid electrolyte mineral formula promotes maximum cell function while sparking your body's electrical conductivity. What does that mean? Well, most people say they've never felt better. The best part is it's only $29.95. And if you call now, we'll even pay to ship it to you. So dial 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. This electrolyte formula promotes dependable, solid energy day in and day out. So call the number on the screen. Do it for your spouse, your kids, your friends, and most of all, do it for you. Call 1-800-965-2345 or go to mhclife.com. It's time for life.
You know, so often we as people, we think, well, when I get to be this, this level of health, or if I get to be a size whatever, or my weight becomes here, then I'll be healthy. The truth is, tap into the health that you have right now, give thanks for it, start to invest in it, and it will grow. People ask me, what is a healthy weight for me? So you know what? Just start living healthfully, making choices, healthy choices today. And you will see that you will eventually be whatever healthy weight that is for you. So often we're carrying around so much excess, so much baggage, so much heaviness. And a lot of times it starts with all these shoulds that we put on ourselves. We have this big long list and we get buried under it. Instead of saying, I have to do this. No, you don't have to do anything, but you get to choose what you're gonna do right now. That's all we have is today, right here in this moment. You have a choice. Am I gonna continue to live as I've been living, or am I gonna make a change? And transformation happens the moment that we make a decision.
And doctor, that's so true. I think a lot of times people think that to create wellness, it's going to be a big, long list of difficult things that we have to do. But we want to show people just really how easy it is to get started on this journey. We've been talking about our mineral concentrate product. And really, what we're talking about as far as supplementing every day with minerals is as simple as just that right there. That's all you got to do. And you can take a little more if you like. Some people prefer a little more. Some people prefer a little less. Maybe do two droppers, but it's really just as simple as that.
That's all you have to do. You just drink that. You can give it to children, particularly young guys that are engaged in sporting. This time of the year that you sweat a lot, minerals are going to be depleted even further. So if you start doing this, you're going to be recharging your battery. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to be getting more and more energy. Like the previous testimonial we had, this man all of a sudden realized that, yes, he had a lot of life ahead of him. And that's exactly what we want you to have a longer, better life in the future, because you are helping your body to do what the body knows how to do but doesn't have the tools. So what we are providing is we are providing the body with the essential nutrients that we are not bringing them into our body.
And we also want to point out that it's important to note that this isn't necessarily a silver bullet. This will give you a little bit more energy, but there's other things that you have to do. You have to kind of get up and get moving. You have to have a healthy diet, and you have to think positive as well, that you can do it.
But one thing I can assure you, and anyone watching us today, I can assure you that if you start on mineral concentrate alone, you're going to start feeling the benefit. I want you to use that found energy. I want you to use all that newfound pep and boost in how you feel, in learning more about it, in doing more things, in moving more and changing your life so you can get a lot of wellness.
And we want to get this product into your hands. You can get it by calling the number on the screen, 1-800-965-2345, or by logging on to our website, mhclife.com. As it says there, it's only $29.95. This is going to last you quite a long time. For some people, it may only last a month. If you take a little more, if you take a little less, it could last up to 3 months. So give us a call right now or log on to our website, mhclife.com. And we've been discussing the differences in age of anyone can take this. Let's take a look at Charity and the extra energy boost that she got after taking mineral concentrate.
Once I started taking the mineral concentrate, it took about, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks before I started noticing a difference. What I really noticed was that for me, it's really hard to wake up in the morning, and I noticed it getting way easier to wake up in the morning. So that was a huge improvement for me. It definitely did give me more energy throughout the day. I take mineral concentrate in the mornings with usually a glass of juice or a glass of water, and it's very easy to take. Just put the drops right in your glass. Very convenient. So I would definitely recommend the mineral concentrate to anybody at any age. For me, being younger, you wouldn't think that you would need a mineral supplement for energy level, but people my age are in school and working. It will help improve their energy level as well as the focus. So I would definitely recommend it to anybody of any age.
Today is your day. This is your moment. Life is calling. It's time to get back that extra spark that you've been missing, and it's simple with Mineral Concentrate, an all-natural trace mineral product designed to promote energy and focus without sugar nor caffeine. Call 1-800-965-2345 or log on to mhclife.com. Today is your day. It's time for life.
Welcome back, and doctors, we just have a few moments left here. We want to make sure that the folks at home understand and that we instill in them that it's never too late and it's always, always the right time to start making those healthy choices.
It's absolutely always, because again, every day you gain in not getting sicker and every day you gain of well-being, it's going to pay you with a lot of big profits. So I want you to really think of, we have to begin today with some form of supplementation. Mineral concentrate is simple, it's easy, very easy to do. You can carry it around any place. You can take it in the morning, in the evening, with lunch, whatever. You can just do it once a day. It's that easy to do, and it's very inexpensive. One bottle will last you from anywhere between 1 to probably 3 months, depending on how much you take. But every time you're going to feel the benefit. And I know that after 3 months you will not want to stop, because this is bringing foods that you have been left out. This is bringing nutrition that is not there in your body right now and that we are deficient on. This can prevent disease, this can boost our energy. So let's begin right now. Go to the phone, go to mhclife.com, but get it going immediately. You're going to love the product.
And we've dealt a bit with sort of the negative side, people who maybe are looking for a health turnaround, but this isn't necessarily just for people who are sick or looking for that health turnaround. This is for everyone, maybe even someone who feels like they're relatively healthy, that they could see a benefit as well.
No, I'm telling you, like children and young guys or young gals that are going through a lot of physical activity, and they do with their studies, and they sometimes sleep till late because they have to do a lot of work, either at home or homework. Well, this is for them. This is also for everybody, for the housewife, for the man that works, for older people. Minerals are a very essential part of nutrition. So nutrition is good for everybody from the time we're born to the time we die. We have to feed our bodies, and we have to do it smartly. We have to learn more and more about it. Go to mhclife.com. You're going to find a lot of resources, but also start today on mineral concentrate, and you will see the very good results.
And just like the spot said a moment ago, it's time for life. It's not just about living, it's about living well, and we want to get this product into your hands. We believe will help you do that. So go to our website, mhclife.com, or give us a call, 1-800-965-2345. Do it today.